Alumni interviews and conversations are a really important part of the MBA application process. I'm going to go over 5 questions that you can ask in order to get the most out of these. Kind of the overarching idea in all of these is not just to get information and to build connections, but also for you to start thinking about whether or not a particular school fits with what you're looking for. Question 1 is, what was the most transformative aspect of your MBA career? The reason that I like this is it's open-ended. It allows the other person to do most of the talking. And in that situation, that kind of open-ended question can sort of spur their creativity, and it serves as a foundation, a first step in having a really meaningful conversation where they can tell you what they saw as the highlight of their MBA experience. Question 2, how would you describe your school's culture and how you fit within it? Now, again, as I said in the last video, the really important thing in all of these conversations is that you approach them from the point of view of you trying to figure out whether or not it's a good fit for you. The reason I like culture questions is culture is an extremely open-ended word. And whenever you ask that question, the person will usually fill in that word with some really interesting stuff. It can have to do with either the academic point of view, kind of the social life, things that the school and the faculty and the students value. All of those things are really useful bits of information that you can get out of that conversation with them. And because of that open-endedness, again, as with the first question, it helps to give the person that you're talking to a lot of leeway in terms of what they discuss, and it serves as a foundation for a really far-reaching interview. Question 3, what did you think about the faculty and their teaching methods? Now, whether they're just providing facts, inculcating skills, or offering mentorship, the faculty-student relationship is really a foundational part of the business school. Obviously, there's the extracurricular stuff, the clubs, the activities, the connections, etc. But understanding kind of the general approach and the areas of specialty that the faculty bring to a business school will give you a lot of important insights into the strengths of that business school and whether or not the style, the values, and the basic approach is what fits with you. Now, again, as I've said in the previous videos, the really important thing in this conversation is always to be thinking about the degree to which how these alumni describe their school aligns with what you want to get out of a business school, and also in terms of kind of your general approach to education and your career. Question 4 of our 5-part series is, how did the school's career services help you? Now, obviously, the main reason that you go and get an MBA is to put your career on a different trajectory. So getting really specific information from someone who's recently gone through the process in terms of the types of connections that they offer, internships, what type of visits do they arrange, the experts they bring in, how other recent graduates have fared, all of those things are really important in terms of you figuring out how you can get from where you are in your career to where you're trying to go. Because as we talked about in the last video, the academic portion in terms of what you know is really important, but obviously having a clear sense of how you can take that knowledge and parlay it into the type of career advancement that you're looking for is really indispensable. And so getting that information from someone who's recently gone through the process can help you have a better understanding of exactly what you can expect. Now, question 5 is, how would you change your MBA experience? Now, part of this is, you want to try to prompt people to give critical / maybe bad things about their MBA experience. But if you say, what is the worst thing about your MBA experience, especially since the people who usually offer the advice are people who liked their MBA experience, right? They're unlikely to give you very much. So asking them what they could change is a way for you to start to get some insight into maybe some of the criticisms that people might have had of their school. Now, again, as I've said in the previous videos, the entire purpose of this is take that critique in, and then from there figure out if that's what might be a red flag for you or a real problem or something that you at least want to find out more about. And you use that information, again, to assess whether or not a school is a good fit for you.